name is Luke Allen, and in this episode of Dementia Difficulties, we will be covering financial planning in dementia care. According to Wadera 2011, financial capacity can be defined as the ability to independently manage one's financial affairs in a manner consistent with personal self-interest. Unfortunately, someone with dementia experiences severe loss of cognitive capacity, eventually leading to a complete inability to manage their financial situation. Financial management requires a wide range of cognitive skills, including the ability to think through the future implications of financial decisions, procedural/judgment skills, conceptual skills, and pragmatic reasoning. Today, we will learn what to do with a financial situation of our loved one when they are no longer able to successfully make decisions for themselves. The importance of advanced care. Bryant 2023 defines advanced care planning as a process that enables individuals who have a decisional capacity to identify their values, to reflect upon the meanings and consequences of serious illness scenarios, to define goals and preferences for future medical treatment and care, and to discuss these with family and healthcare providers. It is crucial during the early stages while the individual is still able to make their wishes known. Unfortunately, according to Bryant 2023, more than half of the persons with dementia do not have an advanced care directive. Advanced care planning allows an individual, while they are still cognizant, to be able to ensure that their care preferences are respected and followed. Advanced care planning should take place with trusted individuals and brought up often, notifying any changes as they occur. So this will cover some of the changes in financial ability throughout the stages. With normal aging, the brain may slow down. Financial decisions and changes, however, should be minimal. Forgetting a bill occasionally is normal. Overall, spending habits are going to remain very similar to their younger years. With mild cognitive impairment, the deterioration starts to show in the dementia process. Difficulties with more complex financial skills, bank management, bill payment, and financial judgment all start to become a little bit more apparent. After some slight progression, impairment in almost all financial skills can be seen, and the beginning of financial incapacity. Beginning to be vulnerable to financial abuse can be seen, and as a caregiver, you need to be aware of email, phone, or other phishing scams. With moderate dementia, impairment of financial skills with probable incapacity in nearly every case. Financial abuse, economic, and safety concerns are all a critical risk. At this stage, the caregiver will need to take over everything regarding finances, as your loved one will be unable to do it for themselves. And severe dementia is very much the same, a complete lack of financial capacity. All of the financial responsibilities of the individual with dementia fall upon the caregiver, leading to severe burnout in a lot of cases. Healthcare providers and finances. Relying on clinicians can be difficult. Often clinicians are busy, have limited dementia training, or expertise in estate planning. If available, using an interprofessional team for financial help would be ideal, including social work and case managers who can better assist with financial matters. A geriatrician, neurologist, or doctor specializing in dementia could give an assessment of financial ability. This is often necessary as the person with dementia could be unaware or in denial about their condition, and the caregiver may give inaccurate or varying accounts on their ability. Clinicians will often ask questions as to how much money is managed, who has access to the accounts, and if they are having problems, the last time that they were late paying a bill, and so on to gauge their financial ability. Our goal is to maintain financial independence as long as possible. Going from maintaining your financial independence for your entire adult life to it being taken over can be distressing, to say the least. Keeping the person as independent as long as possible is usually ideal. To help with this goal, there's a number of things that you can do. So here's a list. including the following: setting up an automatic check deposit. This will alleviate the burden of having to remember to pick up checks and deposit them. Setting up an automatic paying of bills. This makes keeping up with bills a very simple process where your loved one with dementia does not have to remember anything. Enabling a third party to be notified if bills are not paid on time. They can quickly alert the caregiver if something goes awry. And utilizing a daily money management program. All of these options can help your loved one feel empowered and competent regarding their finances for as long as possible. According to Wadera 2011, elder financial abuse is common and accounted for an estimated 30% of all substantiated elder abuse reports to Adult Protective Services in 1996, which is the most recent year for national data. If the person with dementia is still cognitively functional enough to use cards or a phone, being taken advantage of by telemarketers or other online scams can be a serious issue. As a caregiver, it is important to have safeguards in place, such as monitoring their banking information in order to detect any fraud. Estate planning. Estate planning involves all the processes that ensures the person with dementia's wishes are taken care of. This includes healthcare, financial, and property decisions. These decisions should be made while the person is still cognitively able to and put into writing. Not only does this ensure that the person with dementia is taken care of, but it can reduce confusion, streamline care, and eliminate legal battles. Estate planning involves creating a will, establishing a durable power of attorney, making an advance directive, long-term care plans, establishing healthcare power of attorney. It is understandable that many families push off estate planning. For one, denial or avoidance can come from family members who struggle to come to terms with the diagnosis. This denial can also occur with the person with dementia, as they may increase hostility or not understand why a family member wants to take over. In fact, nearly half of older adults in the United States fail to make enough financial preparations for retirement. The Alzheimer's Association offers resources, guidance, and tools to navigate the unique financial and legal difficulties experienced with dementia. According to Choi 2019, a will is a legal document that identifies whom a person with Alzheimer's dementia has chosen as executor, the person who will manage the estate and beneficiaries, the person who will receive the assets in the estate, and is valid when is written and witnessed. According to the Patient Self-Determination Act, PSDA, enacted in 1990, the federal government guarantees a person to decide what is right for their health, as well as their preference to life-sustaining treatments. This planning is best done with a lawyer who can help you through the process. Durable power of attorney. Durable power of attorney, DPOAF, is a legal measure for someone can exercise where the person with dementia allows another person, usually a family member, to make financial decisions on their behalf. Durable power of attorney can either be used to take effect immediately or can be instated when the person with dementia is deemed unable to care for themselves financially. Financial authority can either be global and encompass everything, or it can be limited to just certain transactions. While many states offer forms for durable power of attorney for free, it can be more beneficial that a lawyer helps you through the process so that it can be tailored to the person with dementia's needs and choices. Additional legal aid can be found with subsidized legal services using National Alzheimer's Association and through local agencies specializing in aging. In the bottom left, there is a link to the resources with durable power of attorney forms. Healthcare power of attorney is a little bit different. Healthcare power of attorney allows a family member or trusted person to make medical or healthcare decisions on your behalf. This includes things such as surgeries, medications, end-of-life care, and whether or not to resuscitate. In the bottom right, you can find a link to power of attorney forms, healthcare power of attorney forms. Long-term care planning. There are a few long-term care options available, with each having their own pros and cons. The following is a list of options where the cost associated with each option. Researching which option would work in your situation would be best, and these places will be covered in depth in a future presentation. So, in-home care usually costs $4,000 to $7,000 per month for a full-time caregiver. An adult day program is $100 a day on average and can offer respite care, which is just a break for you as a caregiver. Assisted living averages $6,000 a month. Memory care, $8,000 an average per month, and a nursing home is $8,000 an average per month. In the bottom right-hand corner, you can find a link to the Alzheimer's Association with information about financial planning. Their phone number is on the page as well, and someone can talk to you as to how to get started with financial planning with your loved one. Our quote for today is, "Kindness is the key to every forgotten door." And I appreciate you so much for joining me here today. Thank you for staying kind, patient, and doing all the things that you do for your loved one. I hope you enjoyed listening and learning about this topic. The following is a list of references used to make this presentation. I hope you all have a great day.